So I came to work with Gordon today. It's not actually work. This is the stuff he likes. It's the volunteering at the Ron Burton Center. And they're
Training Village.
Ron Burton, at the Ron Burton Training Village. So Gordon, this is what you do all day? You just play with instruments?
I just play with electronics. They do all the work. I just watch them do whatever they do.
All right. Apparently that's a GPS.
We are going to go around and GPS the control.
So if any of you ever wondered when it says GPS, what does GPS look like?
This is just the receiver.
Oh. Does that mean that that is the GPS?
It's the
over
antenna.
there?
That's the base.
That's the base.
So that's collecting reference data, so it's not moving around. And then from that reference location, we'll get these other locations with the rover.
Rover. Did you name it?
No.
Can you?
Hi, Glen Johnson from Van Assing and Breslin. We're here today to do some scanning for existing condition elevation study that's going to be happening to rebuild the floor. We're here at Ron Burton Training Facility, Hubbardston, and it's a beautiful day out here.
Kind of cold, but not bad, right?
Yeah, 45 degrees, it's beautiful out here.
And what's the overall goal?
To capture the existing elevations of the concrete floor so that they can conduct their study and evaluate the floor elevations to rebuild it at the proper elevation.
Okay.
I'm Geomatics Director of Massachusetts and New Hampshire offices.
And the name of the company one more time?
Van Assing and Breslin, and it's based out of Watertown. It goes by DHB.
And what is it exactly?
It's civil engineering, environmental permitting, geomatics, transportation company. It's been in business since the late 1970s.
Oh, yeah, just one last thing. What are you going to do with the scanners? Like, what are those things out there that are set up?
So those are control points for our scanning exercise, and that will be tied in so that it is all meshed together when we put the information together. And right now we're collecting GPS values on our control points.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Got it.
So did you come here as a kid?
Yeah, my father started it. My father created this place back in 1985. And so I was part of the program just growing up. And now he passed away in 2003, so it's been 20 years. And so the family now sort of stepping in his shoes. It's been a lot of growth. Everything you see from the second gate on in was all woods. Nothing existed.
Well, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
There's a lot of clearing you did.
39 years. Done a lot of clearing, a lot of building from the ground up.
So what is your, I don't want to say retention, what is your turnover? What are your numbers? How many cities? How far are we flying these kids? Yeah.
So we impact about 500 kids a year.
Wow.
And they come from greater Boston area.
Okay.
And 100% of our kids that go through the 7-year program graduate high school, go on through college. Okay. And every year we bring in a class, every year we graduate a class. And we have about 93% retention.
Very good.
Yep. So it's pretty good. It's been exciting. The kids that commit, they're really committing for 7 years.
Wow.
It's a year-round program. So they live with us during the winter, during the summer, and then that's why we're kind of retrofitting all the buildings so we can bring kids in throughout the winter.
So what's the plan with the building?
So this is going to be called the Robert Kraft Parthenon, and this is a multi-purpose pavilion. We do everything from banquets here to presentations here, exercises here, church services here. It's a great facility that you can get out of the sun and have still be outside.
Yeah.
But it's going to be used for many different reasons. A lot of barbecues, a lot of cookouts, a lot of family-oriented things.
Okay.
So we can't go anywhere without the floor, so we're trying to establish what the problem is with the floor first.
Yeah, we walked in and we saw the cracks, we saw the patches. They must have had like a green carpet type style in here for a while.
Carpet squares for a long time.
Yeah. Are you thinking to go back to that?
No, we're gonna put down.
Oh no, he says. Oh no.
We're gonna put down like a sort of like a sports floor type of
Oh.
thing, like an outdoor.
The rubber, like, I know what you mean.
Yep.
That'll be sweet. Well, you got a lot ahead of you.
Yep. Tell me about it.
So VHB is here today to do a scan, and I've never seen a scan done. I'm assuming you've never seen a
No.
scan done.
Never.
So together we will
Yeah.
see this scan and all that it's touted to be.
For this exercise today, so what will happen, all the data will get collected, will get post-processed into a CAD drawing, and then the CAD drawings will be available for Ken's group to do their design work.
So after you're done blowing, do you have to wait for this to dry or not?
Probably not. We'll probably try to get the excess water off as soon as we can, but I mean, we can leave it all day and wait for it to dry. But I mean, it's kind of a, I would say, it's a little bit of overkill doing the scan, but it's a, you know, it's a new technology, and it's going to do what we want it to do, and more. And so, but it's good. I mean, we could have done it a conventional way, where it's, you know, you're taking measurements and laying out a grid and all that.
Okay.
But this is kind of a better way, and I think the product is something that the architects will like a lot more, and
Awesome.
we'll get more information in what is really needed.
Okay.
So one of the trades that are out there that is really growing is geomatics, is what we are doing. Yeah. And I mean, it would be pretty cool if we kind of put a little package together, maybe show your students
That would be awesome.
what we did here. And
That would be so cool.
You know,
Because a lot of kids are really interested in that. Colleges and for everybody, whatever they're going to go a totally different route.
yeah, and this really it's growing fast.
We'd love to
right
have you guys
now.
back and do that.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
We can do that. Right across from Channel 38 there in Birmingham Parkway. And now, I mean, there was 2 offices at that point, and I don't know what we have now, about 30 offices and almost 2,000 people up and down the East Coast.
That big?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's a great company. It's really,
How long
really
you been with
grown a long time, since, I have to add it up,
Oh.
like 1986. So what's that? That's a hall over there?
So that's the dining hall.
Okay.
That's the STEM hall, so we have a STEM building. And then this is our weight room. Up the hill is a big Yaki dorm.
Okay.
This is where the kids sleep.
Yeah.
The kids can also sleep in that building.
Okay.
And the very first house way out there is the first building we built in 1986.
Oh,
Which we first housed the first group of 30 kids.
yeah.
When did they build the Parthenon?
This was built in 97, 98.
So do you have graduations?
Yeah, we do. Not like you see normally in a high school or anything like that.
Right.
But we do have something. We do a lot of special things for the kids. Most importantly is give them scholarships.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, their lives are really changed dramatically. We wake up at 4:30 in the morning here, run 7 miles a day, all the time.
Yeah.
And we're getting them ready for real life experiences.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Overcoming adversity.
Yeah.
How to maintain our 4 pillars are love, peace, patience, humility. We're trying to get them to capture those virtues in every area of their lives.
Yeah.
So they can go out and be great husbands, great wives, great community folks, great teammates, great classmates, great brothers and sisters, and then we'll eventually become great parents.
Yeah.
You know,
That's fantastic.
because this world is crazy and it's flipping fast on us.
Sure is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. It does. We finally getting it. Yeah, it's down here. It's really bad. Up the hill, it's fine.
No cell phones.
Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough one for the kids.
Yeah, nowadays.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Okay. I think we're gonna move to this next step.
Yeah.
Trying to find the right land. He wanted it to be just far enough away from the city, but close enough to the city.
Right.
And he wanted to create a village, so it had to be enough land to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And there's a lake that we own too, so that's part of the ambiance of the whole thing. And but he searched for a long time, trying to find the right one.
I bet it was all woods.
Everything was everything. Not one thing, not one road, not one building, nothing.
So were you involved with a lot of the initial start of this?
I was so young. I was only 10.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what he was doing. No one really understood it until much later on.
Yeah.
Move
He
over
had
to
a vision. God gave him a vision
That's fantastic.
of really trying to live out Dr. King's dream and really bring every type of kid in America here to this place, teach them how to love one another,
Yeah.
how to work together, how to train together, but be respectful and kind. At the same time, work hard, because anything worth anything in life is going to require a lot of work and hard sacrifice. And so this was sort of his vision, and it's really grown. People really took to it.
Yeah.
He had to use his entire life savings when he first started.
Is that right?
The bank wouldn't give him a loan.
Ah.
He said, "Ron, don't do this. You're giving all your money away." And my dad said, "This is something I have to do."
Yeah.
And
Wow.
he really took a huge leap of faith. But God truly blessed it, and we're growing. Been growing ever since.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Then it was the right way. Yeah.
It was a big risk.
Good for him for listening.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
there's
the
a lot
tough
of-
part, is listening.
Yeah.
A lot of athletes, a lot of famous people that don't do something like that,
Right,
which is
right.
incredible.
Yeah.
So did he come home and be like, "Oh my word, we own a lake," and "Oh my
Kinda.
word, we
He
own
told
a
me-
cliff"?
He said, "Come on, let's go have a camp." I go, "What are you talking about?" And they say, "I know, I'm pulling weeds." I'm getting ready as the first group of kids. Yeah, no, it was a big deal. Because none of us were even in college yet.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we didn't even pay for that yet. So fortunately, we all got scholarships. But yeah, it was a big risk.
Yeah.
Big risk.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the '80s. He
Yeah.
actually took a
Oh,
group of
yeah.
boys for a couple weeks, and he actually took a group of girls too.
Yeah.
So he was even impacting young women back then. He was way ahead of his time.
Yeah.
He really was, and he knew that girls deserved the same amount of opportunities the boys do, and he just was doing things that was just out of the ordinary at
Yeah.
the time,
Amazing.
and convincing kids to wake up at 4:30 on Saturday.
It's not for playing ping pong. That goes on there.
This is a target that we're going to be referencing to. So let's go set a couple more of these up.
Test my knowledge. Is that a hub?
That is a PK nail
PK nail.
or mag nail.
Okay. And Gordon set that to reference a point on the property, yes?
Yes. Yep.
So-
That'll have some coordinates on it with an elevation,
Cool.
as well as those everywhere we have the setup.
You scored. Nicest day to be out of the office.
That's why I picked it.
It's a fantastic day out. It's beautiful. Even the snow that was on the ground has already melted on the other side of those bushes. This is quite the device.
Do we need anything else moved out of the way?
We'll close those doors before we start the scan. We'll move this stuff so it's not visible to the scan. It's doing both ways at the same time.
Right.
You know,
So it's doing,
So,
right. It's going this way.
so is this device the scanner?
This is
This is
the scanner.
the scanner. Oh,
Terrestrial scanner. is what it's called. Yeah.
terrestrial.
Yeah, meaning land.
Okay, good thought.
Because we have mobile, so you can hook it onto a vehicle. Drive up and down the
Oh,
highway.
that's pretty cool.
That one costs a lot more money.
I bet it does. Does it come with more padding or wind resistance?
It gets mounted onto a vehicle, and it's a really highly stabilized setup. Costs
Yeah.
about $750,000.
Have you guys used it yet?
Yeah, the director of our reality capture, Bruce,
Yes.
has used it in Vermont.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And it worked out. Did what it said it was going to do.
Great precision and fantastic data with it.
Cool.
And you're on the highway for a very limited amount of time.
Oh, nice. That's
So all we gotta do is stay out of the
So
line
we're just gonna,
of the.
so the image comes right up.
We'll have to come up here.
oh, look at that! Look at that!
And it's doing backwards and forwards at the same time.
Wow.
So it's doing a 360
That's
degree.
pretty
You just end up with
cool.
a dead spot directly underneath you.
Underneath.
Yeah, which is why the case is underneath. This is actually a pretty quick scan. A lot of the ones we've been doing, because it's further distances, was a
That's-
5-minute scan, 3-minute scan.
Wow. I mean, you guys were just. Uh
There it is.
That's it.
oh. Oh. Okay.
It's just going back. It's just going back to where it was. You can actually step through it, and you'll just get like one sliver of you, and it won't be a big problem.
Huh.
If you stand there, it'll scan you, and you'll see a person.
Well, don't do that. Keep moving.
That right there, where do we think that is? Is that that?
Let's
dark-
see. These are the two pillars probably closest. It's probably right here.
Oh, gotcha.
There's that piece over there.
The wind picked up. That's drying it up for you.
Oh yeah. So I think it is this and that wet spot right here. Is
Oh, that
triangle
big
that's
one,
right
yeah.
there? That's that little triangle there. And then we should see these little tiles that you can zoom in.
On that, it looks like, is it that beam that we're seeing?
Yeah, so this beam right here is that beam there. Because you can see how these two columns look closer?
Yeah.
Well, that column and that column's closer, that one's further away. So that middle column is the corner column right out there.
Right.
You know? Cool. So, all right, so now I do that, so I hit the...
So out there. And that's over by the GPS.
Okay, now I should be able to...
Over there. And then there's another one right there. So this is the back side of it. So Gordon is looking for that target. Oh, look at that. I didn't see that part of it.
Yeah, you're not in it now because it's going that
So
direction.
what is that that's going around? That's just,
That's the
getting image.
Yeah, it's the laser.
Calibrating or whatever.
There is a laser thing that comes out of it. Just
Just back underneath?
yeah.
So we've moved from that corner to kind of the middle. Gordon put an X on the ground.
Actually, let's open them. Let's open them because we already have a good scan of it closed.
There we go. I don't know if they can see that. That's really filling in. How long's it been going?
Almost done. There's not much to see on this side. Yeah, so we just scanned the interior there.
Isn't that cool?
It's a lot too, you don't realize. Which car is yours? The truck?
Yes.
Just some thank you stuff from you guys.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. All right, Gordon's going to move that target to behind us. And that will leave a target over there. And over there. And then he can do the other half of the building. Oh.
Yes, yep.
And there's probably an optical laser
Probably
or something
here,
on it.
yeah.
But because the way we're doing it,
Right, and that doesn't really.
yeah, we're just resectioning. As long as we don't kick the leg in the middle.
I'm over here. I'm over here. Comes equipped with a trident top there. I asked Gordon, what do you think they did up there? I should have asked Paul before he left. I don't know what that's for. Gonna run some levels with Boss Man.
Dry.
That's a fancy pen.
Okay, can you rock it back and forth towards me? Good.
Yeah. It closed. We'll just leave it that it closed.
It's closed, yeah. 100th.
Oh. So you're hiring, you said?
What's that?
You said you're hiring?
Yeah, we're gonna replace Gordon.
Sorry, honey.
I knew the day was coming.
Do you need those targets set back up?
Yeah, can we do the outside scans? 50, 75, let's try that. What does that do? Ooh, that's an 8-minute scan. With setting that distances, that's my resolution, 800ths at 175 feet. But it's either that or I have to do more scans.
How long is this thing?
How long is what?
The Parthenon.
I think it's like 160, 170 feet or something. So I think I'll do that because I'll get some good definition from the other side as well. It just means like that column back there, you know, rather than get it every 800ths every inch or so, I'll have a point that'll probably be 1.5 to 2 inches apart. So I'll just have fewer points on it, but it won't be setting closer to it. We're going to do scan and image from this one. So that's going to up it to another 7 minutes. So it's going to be set here for 15 minutes.
the machine is full and he ran out of room to store. And we have 2 more shots to do. Sorry, 2 more scans to do.
You're more trusting than I am.
I know every project we've worked on, and they're all registered and already backed up on the network, so we're good.
Yeah.
Keep me all set.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I just spent the day with Gordon and his boss, Glen, and what an opportunity here at the Ron Burton Training Village. This was amazing. Met Paul Burton, gave us some swag bags. I mean, beautiful weather, great cause. If you haven't heard of them, check out their website. I'll put it down below. Gordon and I have participated in many volunteer opportunities, but this by far takes the cake. Who can say they've worked on a Parthenon in the U.S.? Here in Hubbardston, Mass. We can. Bad news.
We gotta do it all over again.
Seriously? Are you serious?
No.
Well, it's not happening tonight. You're funny. Thoughts?
Another day done all in one job. So,
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, and thanks for the great level run.
Yeah.
001, right?
yeah.
Oh, look at that. That we're pleasing Gordon.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be an upgrade, right? Do you know how to close the gate?
Do you know how to open it?